My earliest childhood memories may be different from most of yours in this room, because my earliest memories as a kid aren't playing on the playground with my friends or learning how to ride a bike. My earliest memories consist of making Play-Doh from scratch in a tidy wood kitchen and playing a computer puzzle game with a glass of apple juice in front of me, both of which occurred in a small house that sat at the very top of a very steep hill in West Orange, New Jersey. I had to be practically dragged out of that house whenever it was time for my mom to pick me up, not because I wanted more Play Doh or because I wanted to finish solving a puzzle, but because I never got tired of doing those things with my grandmother, Barbara Ann Fry, or whom my family and I like to call Bath. If you are lucky enough to have known my grandmother, you're lucky enough. I was fortunate enough to live 10 minutes from her house. My grandmother used every ounce of energy inside of her teeny body to see me whenever she could. That meant family parties, school events, my basketball games, or a simple hello before she spent 3 hours roaming around TJ Maxx with my mom. Living so close to her also gave us the opportunity to travel to our favorite place together, Long Beach Island. If you know my family and I, you know how much pride we take in that 18-mile-long island. It's our favorite place to be as a family. We cram 4 grown families into that house every summer, sharing just one air conditioner for all of us. It's sweaty, it's loud, it's stressful, it's an absolute blast. From eating buffet breakfasts at Romeo's to browning up our skin all day long at the beach, to waiting 2.5 hours for a table big enough to fit us all at the Chegg. All times at LBI were amazing times. Who wouldn't take pride in that? Who wouldn't feel so extremely blessed and lucky to be able to spend quality time and create long-lasting memories with the people they love every summer? My grandmother and grandfather led our family into that house with open arms, and for that, I will be forever grateful for them both. My grandmother didn't see LBI as a vacation spot. She saw it as her home. She adored every street sign, every restaurant, every wave that crashed. When you think of LBI, you think of Grandma. When you think of Grandma, you think of LBI. That's just the way it was and the way it always will be. She even signed her cards XOXO LBI GMA and was a proud license plate holder of 63 Bath. When she wasn't spending her time playing Rubbing Cube on the outside deck or screaming at the TV while the Yankees played, you could find Grandma slumped on the living room couch, mouth wide, wide open, sleeping peacefully in her favorite spot in the whole house. I remember whenever I brought friends down to the beach house to visit, they would always laugh and point out how hilarious Grandma would look sleeping. What's more funny to me is the fact that I learned to barely take note of it anymore because I was so used to it. My grandmother loved LBI almost as much as she loved my family, and trust me, that's a whole lot of love. And so we are all here today for her, but we aren't here today to bow our heads and see the sad that comes with all of this. We are here today to celebrate the beautiful life of Barbara Ann Fry, because her life was special and filled with love from each and every one of us in this room. She was the sweetest, most kind-hearted person that I knew and will ever come to know. If there's one thing that I can specifically point out about my grandmother that I loved, it was her incredible, open heart. My grandmother was accepting of all people, no matter your shape, skin, color, size, gender, baseball team preference, although I have to say, if you rooted for any team besides the Yankees, I don't think you would be number one on her list. She saw you for 2 things, your bones that built you up and your heart that kept it all together. This was something that I always admired her for, and it has taught me how important it is to treat people the right way. We need to remember that with every loss, there comes a gain somewhere else. Our chests will be as full as ever. With every step moving forward, she will be there guiding us and pushing us forward even when we don't want to or think that we can. The sun will sit a bit brighter over the Norwood Avenue Bay, and the waves will crash a bit louder on the shore. No matter how much time passes, she will always be there with us. And so, Grandma, to say that I love you would be an understatement. There are no amount of words to explain how much I adore you and always will. There will never come a time where you're not on my mind. Each trip that my 2006 Jeep Liberty and I take over the causeway, windows down and music blasting, I will feel your presence through my chest and inside of my heart. Moving forward, my life is going to change, but never to the extent to which you changed my life for the better. I can confidently say that I wouldn't be the woman that I am today without you. I look forward to the day when we will be together again. I would like to end with a short poem that I often refer back to when I'm thinking of my Nana, Rosina, who I hope has reunited with Beth by now. And so the poem reads, maybe one day we'll find that place where you and I could be together, and we'll catch our dreams within the waves of change. So smile for me one last time and believe that we'll meet again. Until then, I'll be missing you.